Life is full of hardships. You will always have problems. You will always be struggling with something. You will always be addicted to something. You will always be a failure at something in life. No one ever 100% becomes complete. No one 100% gets rid of all their problems. No one 100% gets rid of all of the challenge of life. But many people feel as if life is happening to them, that they are always reacting to what life throws at them. They feel annoyed when they have to go do something that they weren't intending to, or they feel annoyed when they have to do a hard task and they just give up on it. A lot of people fall into the trap of ruts. A lot of people get into ruts and stay there, thinking that they just are a person who does a bunch of bad habits and that they can't get out of that rut. And for those who don't know what a rut, in my opinion, in self-improvement, is when you know that you're doing a bunch of bad habits that you shouldn't be doing. You go against your true values. You eat all the junk food that you know you shouldn't be doing. You watch all the content that you know you shouldn't be watching. Yet you do it constantly because you did it. You can't stop doing it. We all will get in ruts. Ruts are inevitable. You will always fall, but you must always rise once again. You will always fall into ruts, but you can still get out of them by minimizing the ruts. Like I said, many people just believe their life to be one where they do a bunch of bad habits, but they truly don't understand that they're just in a rut, a long rut. They can still get out of that rut by minimizing the rut. You need a system to help you minimize these ruts. You need to set an outline in your brain that allows you to collect yourself and start new, start afresh, get out of that rut, start like a new chapter, so then you can look back and see your past mistakes. And this system is what I call blocks. You want to separate your life into blocks. And for me, an example of my blocks would be every week. So every week is a new block. If I fall into a rut, let's say on Wednesday, and I stay in a rut, if I did not have blocks, I would just stay in that rut for a long time. But because I do have blocks, I'm able to catch myself and recollect myself, and I get out of that rut. So on Monday morning, I know I'm in a new block. I'm no longer in this rut. I will collect myself. The way I developed this system was because my mind was always trained to do work on the weekdays because of school. And I would always fall into deep ruts on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But I know every Monday I will have class in the morning and I must wake up early. I can't see it as like, okay, school just kind of manipulates my brain to get into ruts on the weekend and having to go back to school during the weekdays. But no, I turned that into something that's useful, something that benefits me, and I turned it into the system called blocks, and I turned every week into a block. Eventually, I hope to turn my blocks into every day, so every day is a new block. But you need to progressively overload this. You can't jump the gun because it will never work. You will always fall back to your original state. Many people fail to create systems that benefit them. And this system will benefit you a lot because I know a lot of people, even you, fall into deep ruts and you never get out of it until months. You just think it's your lifestyle now, but no, it's just simply you're in a rut, and you can get out of these ruts using this technique of blocking your life into sections weekly. You can even start every 2 weeks, every week, and so forth. You will progressively overload it. If it's so bad, you can start with 1 month. Every month is a new block, but you aim to progressively overload this to 3 weeks and 2 weeks and 1 week, and eventually to 1 day. The reason why blocks are so beneficial is because you're able to think about all your past mistakes, and especially, well, the first major reason why it's so beneficial is because you get out of the rut. You get out of your rut and you have a new mindset saying, I'm going to conquer this. I'm going to conquer my ruts. I'm going to conquer my problems, because you never run out of problems in life. And I'm going to defeat my desires. I'm going to defeat the desires that are holding me back. It also allows you to realize the mistakes you made in the past week, in the past block. You can take time to reflect on what you did wrong and fix that. And fix that mistake. A lot of self-improvement is reflection on your past life and your past actions. And so doing this, creating blocks and reflecting back at what you did wrong the past week, allows you to create yourself a better person every week. You become better every week. As long as you stick to the system, you will slowly become better, because you're looking at your mistakes and you're fixing them. Many people fail to do this, and so they never make progress. They never become better, because they never realize the mistakes they made, because they never get out of their ruts. For you to be able to think clearly and focus on your goals and why you do what you do, you cannot think that way when you're in a rut. When you're in a rut, you're only thinking about instant gratification and dopamine, jam-packed TikTok reels or Instagram reels or YouTube shorts or junk food or bullshit content that just is dopamine filled and doesn't actually let you learn anything or realize anything about your life. It's simply just to suck your attention. You're not gonna be able to think clearly about the problems you have in life and how to find a solution to those problems when you're in a rut. That's why you must find a way to get out of these ruts. And the way to get out of these ruts, from my own experience, is blocking your life into sections. You can see the system as like a fail-safe as well, if this helps you understand the concept. Because in your mind, you know, yes, I'm in a rut right now. Yes, I know I'm doing all the bad habits that I know I shouldn't be doing. But I know when it hits Monday morning, I know I will go back to my schedule, my disciplined schedule, and I will try again at life. I'm not a failure, it's just a rut. You need to ingrain the system into your brain and think, everything will be all right, because I know I will revert back to my good ways when the next block begins. This is only going to allow you to progress in life and become a better person and improve your life if you adopt this system for a long time. If you think about adopting this blocks system for only a few weeks, you won't make any progress. This is something you need to adopt mentally for your entire life until you find a better system that serves you greater. It's crazy to me how a lot of people don't even think about creating systems for their life. They go around life without systems to hold them accountable and just think, oh, life just happens to me. They don't have any control over their life and where they're heading. They're just saying, I go with the flow, YOLO, you only live once, just whatever. I don't care. I'm just trying to have a good time. That is ridiculous to me. I don't know how people can live their life like that. You need to create systems to hold you accountable and tie you down to where you want to be in life. Without systems, you're just going to get lost in a drift of wind, a gust of wind. You're going to get lost, dragged around through the society norms that are not really beneficial for you. If you don't want to become mediocre, then that means you don't want to become the everyday person. And so why would you do what the everyday person does? Why would you follow society? If you want to become someone else who is not an everyday person, a mediocre person, that means you don't do mediocre and everyday things. You should not follow the path of the many, but follow the path of your own. Create your own path. Don't follow, create. The first step to creating your own path is creating blocks. This will create a foundation for your growth. allowing you to reflect on your past mistakes and growing from there. This is essentially the foundation of self-improvement. I recommend this system of blocks, sectioning your life into blocks so then you can catch yourself out of ruts as a failsafe. Because I wish I adopted this system sooner. If I had adopted this sooner when I was in middle school, early high school, I would have been at a much better place than I am right now. I would have been able to catch myself out of deep ruts. I was always in a rut. My life was a rut. I thought my life was just as it is, and I couldn't do nothing about it. I just was who I was. I would eat a bunch of junk food. I would watch YouTube. I would play video games all the time. I would do all these things, and I would just believe that I am this person who does all these things. But no, it simply was just a long rut, and I knew deep down I needed to wake up and catch myself and realize the mistakes I made. I wish I had that system when I was in freshman year of high school. So this is why I recommend this system to you for many people who don't have systems already created. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was super helpful for you, like as it is for me. If you made it all the way to this end of the video, leave a like, of a thumbs up, because you have an attention span of steel. If you like the video, please consider subscribing and liking this video. Have a good day.